I get my surgery tomorrow. I live in a van. My name is Callista. This is my body. I have a tumor here and here. You can actually see them. And it's really frustrating because the first surgery made my belly button go from like this to this. Everything went and shifted down. I'm kind of nervous about that aspect of the surgery. But otherwise, I am ready to go. I am ready to heal. And I'm ready to get these things out of me. This time, they let them go so far that you can physically see them. Before my surgery, I actually started to do other things to kind of prepare my van, and I got to put these up. I was very excited. They're air plants gifted to me by my partner. At Lowe's today getting, I don't know if we can. Okay. We are currently getting pavers. It's raining really, really hard. So if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but we're Lowe's getting papers. What the helly? I'm home. I'm here. I'm back at the van. And let's put the pavers in before it rains in this area too. So if you guys actually were wondering what the pavers were for, it's actually a way that I have come up with that I can stay level. I have not really seen other people use pavers before. And let me tell you, putting them under and lining up is not easy. And the fact that I realized like 2 were not enough, I'm so glad we bought 6. I didn't buy them actually. My partner bought them for me as a gift for my new van home. And just having to align it, I thought it would be easier. I put the 2 in and realized the tilt was really bad. Another reason that I've used pavers is actually because of the rain. If you have pavers or something wood, you'll put it underneath your tire. In whatever direction you're going to drive out, the edge of the tire will be on the opposite edge of the board. So that way the edge of the board or the paver or whatever it may be can slide the other way while you're driving forward or backwards. And it really is a lifesaver. It really is. And having my van at a level spot, it really changes how I sleep and allows me to not hurt my back when I sit in my chair. You can see here it looks perfect, but it's really not. The back spun out and I had to go and pick up the pavers, pull them back, realign the back because, you know, life happens and sometimes the first try is just not good enough. It was a really good lesson for me to learn and something I think I'll get better with over time. I do want to throw in that I temporarily have electricity tonight. Another quick upgrade is the light that I put a selfie light from the Dollar Tree. It's fully rechargeable with a cord that comes with it and lights up the cab now. Also, about 2 or 3 days in, it had a hard rain and I realized that the entire insulation of my vehicle was just soaking wet. So I took a hairdryer because I realized there was airflow and was able to plug it up to my Bluetti. Don't come for me in the comments because I know that I'm doing this wrong. I had taken the hairdryer and put it up into the insulation and unscrewed some things, dried that out, went up onto the roof, and forgot to look up if I needed to clean it. Did not clean it, so now I know that I'll have to redo it again, but currently I don't have a leak and I'm not going to do this again until after I've healed from my surgery. One of the really big changes was fixing the windshield because it was so shattered because I needed an inspection, and this Glass of America was able to come in and I was allowed to park at a pet sitting job so that way I would be within his range of service, and it looks amazing, but it cost a pretty penny, so it did come out of a bill I already had saved. But I'm really glad it's finished. Another upgrade that I did to my van was actually installing a rear license plate camera. My biggest issue about this is how the camera is offset to the right when you're looking at it, which means when I'm looking, I have to evaluate very carefully how well I can trust those lines. So what I will end up doing is putting tape on the actual screen, and you guys are about to see that now. The really cool thing about this is that it just installs very easily on your license plate. It's long enough to go all the way the length of the van. And of course, you guys know I packed Etsy orders in between. Absolutely loved packing these earrings for this client. So happy to throw something extra in for them. I did put a battery in my CO2 alarm. So I've decided that since it is hot as the dickens in here, then I will just, you know, open up the back doors and kind of let the air in. Got the Ogre fan allowing all that air to come in. I had an entire day where it just started raining, so any progress I made, I ran out of electric, and I had to just listen to the rain. One of the nicer changes was velcroing these little solar lights to the ceiling, so I can just take them down, throw them in the window, and then throw them up anytime I don't have electric. So all three of them are now in here, and you can really see everything. Yeah, like that. Here's some jewelry that I have made in the meantime. If you guys find interest, my Etsy is listed. It is how I'm getting funds right now while I'm not able to work. The only thing holding me back at this point was just getting the van inspected. And I did, and it cost me $695. And there's still $1,500 worth of work, and it barely passed, but it passed, and that's all that matters. It's like 6:30 in the morning, and I am exhausted. About to go in for surgery.
I think the biggest change this time around for the surgery is I took an entire ovary. They were going to take it last time, and they didn't. And now they did this time. And my biggest tumor's name was Steve. I didn't get to see Steve this time, but I'm just really relieved. I'm so relieved to have all that out of me. Just having 2 surgeons work on me this time, I think also made it harder because they had to make an extra cut. It's just like so tired.
Like the worst parts of this right now is the fact that the glue on my belly button popped already. It's not supposed to happen for a couple of weeks. Secondarily, the bed's kind of low. I'm in this temporary space that my loved ones provided for me for the next 24 hours. And I am having a really hard time peeing. It hurts so much, and I'm still bleeding when I pee. So it's just, we're getting there though. It's just day 1. I'm excited for day 15 or day 30. If you guys want to keep up with this journey, then just hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.